What's up, good people? Welcome back again to this amazing topic where we have amazing ladies. These girlfriends of mine, they're taking me to another level. They're also making you learn most of the things that we women, we do, but you don't like sharing. That's why it's called Too Much Information. Yes. So we're here with an amazing friend,
Erina TL
and
Damaris Jenga.
And let's get started. How would you behave if you messed your boyfriend's or your husband's bed? How would you behave?
Can I show you?
Husband, don't bother. He must be knowing this. That there is a possibility of mess. Maybe for boyfriend you're still insecure, but he must know that women do
any human, I can mess, and that should be almost normal. And I'm even saying this because I have. So the thing is, we remove the shit, or you haven't.
How did you feel?
Not so bad, maybe because
you can feel shy. Some women can even panic. You can get a panic attack. But what has made me be a little comfortable about my peace these days is that I didn't create it. And that's what makes me a woman. If I didn't have that thing you like, and some of the things that come with it being like that, not like yours, it meant straight.
Yeah.
You get. So I'm so comfortable, whether it is River Nile on your bed or what. As long as I'm trying
for sure. And you didn't do it intentionally.
I didn't come with it.
Yeah.
Hi.
For me, I've ever messed on the second day when I met my husband. I didn't know I had endo, and we were sleeping, and I just felt something hot coming down, and I jumped out of the bed. And he was so shocked, only to put lights on. I dashed out of the bed and went to the washroom. When he put the lights on, the bed was red. Not only in that part where I'd messed, but the way I was just stretching myself out of the bed to the floor, to the toilet. So it was...
How did you feel?
For me, I felt bad. For him, he didn't know what was happening because he never knew I had endometriosis.
This is not even period.
So until the day when we went to the gyna and noticed I have that problem, so that's when he became comfortable with my periods. When do you think you'd ever lose your virginity?
Well,
at what age?
Honestly, I didn't have an age in mind, but I thought I would lose my virginity after marriage.
I was taught,
being from a Christian background, you know, like if you do it, it's fornication. It is sacred for the marriage. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll wait until I'm married and all that and oh.
Oh, that was a big one, a nice one.
Yeah.
The breath.
But I was almost there, you know.
Yeah.
I missed, but narrowly, just narrowly.
So you thought of testing this jar?
No, really.
Testing the speakers before starting.
No.
What do you think about that, Dama? When did you think you'll ever lose your virginity?
And when did you lose it?
When did I lose it? Oh, that's a nice question.
Does that?
Let me actually say, in my high school growing up, because that's when you start thinking about virginity and such things, I was I'm from a Christian family, and I know my parents pray and wish I lose my virginity after getting married. And but for me, one thing that was very important for me is to not get pregnant in high school.
So,
but then I had someone who was almost like a lover, or was a lover. Sorry, mom and dad. But I knew I had to make it my goal. It's fine, we can do this thing after I'm done with high school, as long as I'm not getting pregnant in high school. So at least until 18, I knew I shouldn't lose my virginity. Then after that, I got into a series of my life where I became a very serious Christian, and I started following this notion of no sex until marriage. Until that time happened, and until life also changed again, and
but God never changed.
Listen, and I came to a point in my life where I became pro-choice, and not just following things because they are said. So yeah, out of my pro-choice. I personally...
You fisted?
No, I'm still waiting till marriage.
Do you trust that?
I told you to bring receipts.
I'm still
We are
shaking.
just smelling a katayan.
Yeah.
What?
For me, about virginity,
Yeah.
I had this bad notion. There's a day when I was in primary 7. Is it 7 or 8? I think 7. I was going to school very early in the morning at around 6. And I met with a madman. And once you get with a madman, their things are everywhere. There are men who don't care what is seen or not seen.
Yeah.
And that man had a bad behavior of, if he sees you, he urinates on you. Yeah. So I was going to school in the morning and I met with that madman, and he was just suing. He was peeing. He was just peeing and he's not holding his thing. The pee was just flowing. And I was like, what? Where does that thing get into? And I got scared about anything to do with breaking my virginity.
So it was too big or what?
Yeah. And I could see that man and then I see
Big
a
and
donkey and I'm like, where is this thing going to enter? So for me,
So by that time you already knew that it has to enter somewhere.
imagine.
By class 7, you need has to enter somewhere. Or it's
Okay, because the primary where I was before I went to a good school, we had big women who were we in the same school with, and they would get pregnant. So we were taught about sex education very early in the public
This
school
sex
I was.
education never informed me on what sex is. It just told me, master, this is what, this is testosterone, this is what. It never told
So
me
for
this
us-
is the weapon.
For us,
Mass destruction.
for us, we were taught because you see the way. Okay, I'm old. I'm not saying I'm young, and I'm not saying I'm too old. But
But you're
in
old.
a situation where you get the adults, there are people who are 20 something and they're in class 7 with you.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they're getting pregnant and everything, and all the teachers decided, because this is a public school, let us teach girls about. So when we were being taught about periods and how to use sanitary towels, that's when now we were taught about sex and everything, so that you be knowing what's happening. Yeah.
Wow.
So ever since that time, now I was so scared. Yeah, and I thought until marriage, but I think I don't know. I can't talk about that.
Tell us.
Tell
I
us.
think marriage came before it, or it came before marriage.
Or
I don't know
they
which
came at the
came.
same time.
or they came- I don't know which came first. Yes,
We can give you time to remember, to rearrange.
I think they both came at
Too
the
much
same time.
information is now congesting your head.
They both came at the same time, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I was too young by then. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But you told us before. Remember, you reported yourself. The contrast.
Forgive my host here because. Okay, can we continue?
Yeah.
Feeling insecure. Yeah, let's talk about feeling insecure.
About yourself, about you.
About everything. You just feel insecure about everything.
I'm so insecure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not right. And if it gets too much, it could
On a
make you
person,
lose
about a person?
relationships
Okay.
and lose your esteem. Yeah.
Do you feel insecure about something now?
Like about what?
Like about something. It could be your body, someone, stuff like this.
I've grown to accept my body the way it is. At first, I used to feel insecure about my legs because they were like this.
They're
not
fat.
Straight. Not fat. Like
Carved.
when I stand, they're like this. So, and they used to tell me eat bones to get calcium, then they will straighten. That is the little science we had. They used to dry me under scorching sun, that they will
Vitamin
straighten.
D. Oh,
Yeah, vitamin D.
I used to dry her like fish.
I tell you, God just saved me. I didn't get skin cancer, but of course my siblings knew it was a concern to me, so they were all like, it was a teamwork. I mean, I wake up, the sun is out, the vitamin is so as I'm still sleeping, they'll go put the mat, at least I sleep in the sun. So for us, we didn't know that it is morning sun. So
Not
they
any
could
sun.
make me sit there till like 2 or 3 for my legs to straighten, because it was really an issue. I felt I was not beautiful. But then my sister started telling me, no, some models even have legs that are more curved than yours. Those legs are like for American models, like those things. So I'm like, oh, so this like if if people saw your legs, they would put you in Hollywood. Say, so I'm sitting on treasure. That's how I got so confident about my legs, and I knew I could not change anything about them. And then there is this myth in Uganda that women with curved legs are so sweet. I don't know who tested all of them and concluded.
So you're sweet?
I don't know.
You've never tested yourself?
Oh God, how?
Okay.
Teach me.
The report you received. What did they say?
The people you have dated, they should
The
tell us.
report you received.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Because if maybe you give it to
Positive,
someone,
negative.
once
You know
they got
Even
lost.
if I am sweet, my sweetness will not be because of the legs. Maybe you get.
Okay.
So why do you think? How does sweetness come from legs now to from the curves?
Maybe
of the
that's
legs?
why you're able to over-somersault.
Do you know there are people who are just turned on by looking at someone? Maybe I like Dama's hair and I'm turned on. For men, not for women. Women, I don't think you can be
Men
turned on
are
on
visual
anything.
humans.
Yeah. I see Irina's eyes and I'm turned on. The man, not me.
There's a man. You see, my eyes are ever brown, and I don't know. Like in this world, I didn't know anyone. Of course, at least on things to compliment about my body, I didn't know anyone would fall for my eyes. Just the way they are. So one day I was in a festival, a cultural festival in Uganda, and there is this certain Muzungu who got stuck on me. The festival takes 3 days. On day 1, Friday, the guy sees me. He kept on looking at me. You know when someone overlooks at you and then you just smile back? Then the next time he overlooks at you and then you just wave. And then he waves back. The next step, he came to our stall. I was at Edna's stall. So he's like, you know what? You have very good eyes. In my head, I'm like, oh. Of all things to lie me about, you chose my eyes. He's like, can I take a pic of just your eyes? I'm not going to take your face, but just your eyes like this. He kept on, he took, then one eye, then like, oh my God, I love your eyes. Oh, the guy was all over me. Saturday he's here. So I'm like,
And you back just for the eyes.
eyes. And he's like, okay, can I sit with you somewhere? I paint you. I'm going to pay you. I felt like the guy was too much on me. I didn't see anything special about my eyes. And then he was just being too much on me.
Banange.
Banang. So even my eyes, I used to feel insecure about them. But now I'm okay with everything.
You're okay with
I'm
everything?
just okay there. And my eye, one of my eyes smaller than the other.
I think I need to be looking at you more so that I say that.
Just like my bum. One
And
is
you?
different from the other.
Bam. Insecure? You insecure? Yours?
Me?
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it's okay. After I started putting on my glasses, I loved my eyes. I still do. I thought I'm very beautiful eyes. I've received this compliment.
You don't
of
thought
sexy eyes and
you
stuff
have
like
beautiful
that.
eyes.
Yeah,
How
I've received
sexy are
that.
they?
Like the way people
How
say
sexy
sleepy eyes, stuff like that.
Yeah. Please
So-
call me eyes.
So even me, I'll start looking like I'm going is this one bewitched or what?
So for the longest time, I thought it's up. People are saying it's good. I'm like, wow, nice, amazing. Until one day I went to the mirror when I started having eye problems, and I saw one of my eye looking the other side, like it moved slightly like this. I went singing to my sisters, "God, macho chongo." You know what macho chongo means? One of your eyes looking on this side.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
call it masondali.
So when I don't have my glasses on, I don't actually look at people directly because I know my eyes behave differently. And all of a sudden, like, we just decide, and now you guys are looking at me.
So have you
They
been
could just-
looking at our subscribers?
Yeah, because they can't notice. It is a very slight move. But I personally, I can even feel like, now it is going.
You can feel.
Somehow I can imagine and feel. Yeah, so if you're keen to look is when you can feel the difference. Or another one is when I am using maybe my gadget and I don't have like my glasses on, stuff like this.
Sometimes I've
And then I
seen
have
Dama
to
like
use one
this.
eye. Yeah.
Why do you use one eye?
Because both of my eyes are different. One sees better during the day, the other sees better at night. So if I don't have my glasses on, you'll find me using like on here.
Yeah, she's ever like, sometimes she's like this. At first, I was like, what is wrong with this lady? I didn't know. I didn't know that issue was that serious. So she's like,
That's too much.
I'm like, it was in Kitengela.
Yeah.
So I said, let me go slow, humps ahead. So I stood around the door and I just wanted to know what was happening. And she continued. She's like, Erina, have you seen this? That's how I got to know she was really checking something. I didn't ask her about her condition because I didn't know how to
We
approach
just
her.
met.
Sometimes I'm too open. I don't know how to wrap up things. I'll just ask, And some people don't feel good about
Yeah.
it. So I had not yet known if she would be free with me or not. So I didn't ask. But I've seen her struggling like this several times.
Now you have known the reason.
Yeah.
I think by now you already knew.
For me, I've seen her do it, and I came to the time we stayed together. I came to know she has that, because most of the time I would see her use her phone so close. But sometimes I'm like, she's okay. Sometimes, so for me, I just knew she had the.
Yeah.
Every time
If
I
I'm-
see Dama like that, like I appreciate. My eyes are small and round, and they see very well.
They see your
I
problems.
thank God, there are some things you take for granted. When I saw them at the first time, oh my God. Even that time I was still struggling with my eyes. When I saw her like this, moreover on one side, not even like this, like this. I said, Erina, you're fine, you are okay, everything is fine.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to?
So are you
try?
still
It's
insecure
okay.
about it?
I'm not really insecure because I already know the people that are close to me already know. Sometimes I even forget when I'm like with new people. I forget. Oh, I should explain. Oh, by the I'm seeing like this. Sorry.
But
And
you don't need to explain to anyone.
not to
anything.
explain, but not to scare them.
Oh,
like
not
how
to
Irina
not
was
to-
scared. Or even to tell them, but then I'm okay to talk about whatever is happening. It's not like it's a big deal. Though it's not. I don't love going into details. I start getting emotional and
Yeah.
realizing I can't see and stuff like this. But we trust God for better eyesight.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah. Now I'm okay.
My insecurities. Pauline, do you have insecurities? Yes. Now me, my insecurities, and I feel it's a big insecurity, by the way. You might think I'm joking, but it's an insecurity ever. I'm old. I'm old enough, but I don't look old.
Oh God.
Oh, you want to look old?
Are you mocking us?
No.
Okay, it's your insecurity. You should respect
Taking
that it
anti-aging
is.
creams, anti-aging pills, you are feeling bad about not looking old.
Yes, because let me tell you one thing.
Maybe some places they don't respect you according
No,
to your
yeah,
okay.
exactly. People don't respect me for my age.
They are like this 25 girl is here.
And the
Yeah.
time you age, you'll start buying anti-aging pills. Leave them, let them be.
No, that insecurity comes in terms of we go somewhere and you say you know, if you go where there are people, they say they're married, I have kids and everything, and people tell you like, you look too young. You can't even be, are you married? You look 21, 26, 21, 22 or 26.
This is okay.
But where I am, or the event where we have gone, I'm in the mothers or wife category.
Aunties.
And I feel I'm too small even to be someone's wife. I feel
Or
as
even
if,
engage in the
or
conversation.
even yeah. Until I remember there's a point that someone asked me, "Are you married?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Do you have 6 years? How are you married? Yes. How many years? 6 years. Do you have kids? Yes. 2 big kids. What age? I say the age. And they're like, those breasts of yours look as if they've never been
Breastfed.
breastfed.
The Olympus has
Yeah.
fallen.
And I'm like, there are women who give birth, they breastfeed, and their boobs
And they
never
never-
shrink or
Yeah.
do anything. They're just like that. Madam, those things of yours, it seems they're just as fresh as. So that is one of the insecurities that I have when I go where people who have families, they're married and they have breastfed. But for me, they look at me and see this is a young girl who is not even supposed to be married. You know, that's one insecure. And then when you go somewhere in town and people now start saying hi, you know, and they start talking to you as if you're such a college girl or someone young, and you're like, do you know I'm married? They're like, you're just telling me that so that I can't just have vibes with you. But I'm like, so I have a ring. And someone tells you,
You bought it for
currently,
yourself.
yeah, women, you buy things for yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm married. To be honest, I'm
The
married.
way I want to be young, to look young.
So that thing makes me feel out of
But
place.
I also have to say insecurities are very personal, such that even if you can explain to us, we can't maybe fully understand. It is only
Yeah.
you who can. Yeah. Oh, but thank God you can put it to words.
And now imagine, for us, we are like, how do you feel insecure about looking young? Like for us, it's a treasure.
Yeah.
And then, you can't understand what a person really goes
It's like
through.
you and your bum. I
I'm
said
not-
what I said.
Insecure, but my butt I could twerk right now.
Okay, calm down.
so my insecurity is how I look and my small boobies. That's the only insecure I have. The rest, in fact, currently sometimes I tell myself, Pauline, you know what? You're so good. There are people out there who are struggling with the big boobs. They can't run. They can't do anything. They want to be. Yeah. So people try to they tell me, oh, Pauline, your husband is training you to be a model, and I'm like, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So
Thank
I'm
God
the
he's a gym
example. I'm
person.
the example of my husband's work.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So the next question, one and the most last question. Do you watch porn in front of your man?
Well, in front of my man?
Yeah.
No. I've never watched porn.
For real?
Yeah.
Even with your boyfriend? Your husband?
No.
Good.
No. I don't
I
have
think there's a
man.
time my brothers were watching porn, but then they would lock themselves away. So I've never watched porn in my life. Even these days, YouTube doesn't have pornography.
Not
I don't
even
know where
these
they
days.
hid it.
I think they don't
Pornography has never been there.
From the
It
start.
has never been in YouTube.
Unless in the very first days. Because YouTube is very specific on the content that goes on online.
Maybe I should get
Even some thumbnail that is not
a blue movie.
wherever pornography, they can remove it and stuff like this.
So tell us about yours.
I've never watched.
With a man, no.
I've never watched.
or watched with a man.
Either way, for me, I'm very specific. Even when I was in the dating circle, if you ever sent me something pornographic, I don't care if you're friends, best friends,
Oh, someone
brother or
has sent
sister.
it before to me.
Yeah, so I hate those people who send pornography or pornographic photos to you just for no reason.
Randomly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
There's
someone...
a country I don't like because of that. Most of their men just send you
Indian?
body. Why would you say it? Just cut down that part.
They do.
Okay, I'll cut.
They do a lot. Even
Yes,
on
I know,
Facebook,
but you
find
don't
someone
have-
in your DM.
Because
they're
I said,
sending
I
it.
don't
Me, I
like-
would gladly say it.
Okay, for me, I had... You see the way people talk? You're chatting with someone, hi, and then can you send me a fire photo of you? A fire photo? I just block you immediately. I don't
No,
care
I didn't
if
know
you're my
what
friend.
fire photo means. I thought
Oh,
you'd
really?
be asking for my best pic, honestly.
Yeah, best
A fire
picture.
photo
A fire
means,
photo is
nude?
your fire. You looking hot. You
So
looking...
you mean you looking what is nudity?
Nudes and
I'll
everything.
just send you my picture in shorts and...
As long as it has some skin, it is fire.
It's fire. You send your fire and a photo. You send the picture of a fire and a photo.
And a fire,
yeah.
yeah.
So most of the people ask for fire photos. So for me, if you send
And
you
some
send
directly
me,
send nude.
and someone will just go to the Google, take a photo screenshot, and send it to you. So why are you sending me pornographic photos? Or if you start that kind of, you want to get intimate conversations, like they're called what?
Sexting.
Sexting, texting, those ones. I don't care who you are. I just block you.
If both started now,
You
you
can't.
block him.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay, one thing I know about him, he doesn't also. Because I remember, when you're married, you get to know each other and talk. So you're told you should dare this person to see the extremes when he's happy, and you provoke these persons to see the extremes when he's mad, to see what. So I remember there's one day I asked, can we watch? And he said, why should we watch? We should act ours, not watching other people. So those things for us in my
Maybe he
marriage.
has watched too much before that he wants to create his own.
So for me as a married woman, we personally don't even.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Okay. Interesting.
You just think of your own
No,
self.
for me, I
I've
said
never watched it.
watching.
You guys don't tell me I've never watched.
No, me I
But
have
me, I
watched,
don't- I
But
don't
you said
like.
with a man. No.
But alone.
In front. Alone?
I have.
Alone.
Tell us.
How was it?
Wow. This is like it was like lights on you, girl. It was I would say it was like an exploration moment. Not, don't get me wrong. I mean, like
We're all humans. We all have feelings. Uh-huh.
Not in that way, please.
You have
Okay.
them. Continue.
You see how you can hear YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
So you're like, what is this YouTube? So that is what I was like, what is this pornography?
So at some point after you watch something, have you ever been there having it and then you're like, maybe I should employ this thing I saw?
But of course, I know that nothing of that is a lot of edited story.
Or have you tried it before? Just try
Trying
it.
what?
Or have a reaction
Haven't you watched
when you
something
watch.
on YouTube and then you wanted to replicate it?
But YouTube is very practical. YouTube is very true.
Sex is what?
And pornography is different. This is edited story. There is no way people just meet always and they romantically remove their clothes and stuff like this.
I'm not laughing.
Neither am I.
Sometimes your man is either begging, please, can we? Or even maybe you, or stuff like this. Different scenarios, you know? So this is very acted and with that understanding. And I actually didn't like it. Pornography is all acted stuff. And so at no point do I have the thought of it and a man, I don't know.
I would want to act it with my man. Yeah.
Act it with your man. Yeah. Okay.
I can imagine Irina doing handstands, acting pornography.
Not on TV, for our own.
I am not sure I am
For
confident
our own
enough to
memory.
watch that after.
For the two of us.
I'm not sure.
Let me
I'm
ask one.
confident.
Let me ask one TMI question.
Okay.
Would you, when you're doing your own thing, would you think of shooting it and
No.
come watch it later
No,
and then
for
watch?
what?
But you said you're shooting it. Then why are you shooting it?
No, I said practicing it with my man. We do our own.
Or not shooting?
Yeah.
You do.
Shooting? No.
What if
For
he
who?
betrays you?
For who now?
Do you know there are women who think they are so much in love with these men and they just do all the shit they're doing and then they decide, why don't we take a video of making us remember these sweet moments?
No, keep it in the
And
head.
then when you shoot it and now when all this goes, things start going awry, the guy will use that video to blackmail you.
Don't just say the guy. Even a woman can black.
Yeah, or a woman uses the video to blackmail. But mostly men do it.
Let's just enjoy ourselves. We shall have the memory. God bless us.
We can recreate if we forget, we recreate.
Exactly. You are here. I am here. The skill is here.
If we forget,
Recreate.
we recreate.
But now you've gone ways. One has gone. You have divorced. Like not divorcing, you've parted your ways. You're no
I've
longer
never found
dating.
importance in having sex videos. Like, for
Yeah,
what?
definitely.
Maybe you think at one day his thing will shrink, that you want to remember how it was or what. I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Wow, guys, I enjoyed doing these amazing
the
topics.
mountain.
Yes, these women are so amazing. They have a lot to tell us. They have a lot to share. But it's because we can't put everything at once.
Yeah.
So we have to look for another time, another session, and do this amazing video.
Yes.
Kindly comment down below. Let's know what you think about all these topics. Add what you feel that we should touch or talk about. Share your experiences with us, and we're going to talk about them here in this channel. It was amazing having
Irina TL.
and
Damaris Jenga.
guys, I promise you we're going to do another topic or amazing
Fire.
topics of such. Kindly comment, like, and subscribe, and not forgetting, check Irina's TL. I'm going to put a link on the description bar.
Thank you.
Also check Damaris Jenga. I'm also going to pin the link on my description bar. Until the next time,
Bye.
woo!